So as you guys see, Garrett Halsey running his qualifying laps. He's actually already completed his qualifying laps. He's just kind of using this extra time to run practice laps around the track, which is completely legal on iRacing. We got one exiting pit road here. It's the 22. It's Grayson Springer. Joseph finishing up his run. Halsey still making laps. Dunn's not finishing up his run. He's actually going to make another run at it. Yo, I don't know why my iRacing is stuttering so bad, so I apologize. I've got everything cut down as low as it can be. I just need a better computer at this point. All right, we're back and we're getting ready to kick things off. Welcome to the American Open Wheel Tour here on YouTube. Getting ready to kick things off for the 6th race of the season. Or is this the 7th? I've lost count at this point, but we're back with the AOW Modified Tour. This time from Southern National for what is sure to be an exciting one. It's the Bristol of North Carolina, if you will. Be sure to bring lots of chaos to you here. It's been a wild few races so far as we look at our starting lineup, and I'm excited for this one. Lanier, if that was anything to go off of, told us that this one is going to be exciting. These drivers are going to be as aggressive as ever as this season progresses, so this will be an interesting one. Ones to watch here, of course, the usual, George Tolsma in the 25 car. He's been pretty fast all season, as well as the 88 of Garrett Halsey. Starting on the pole, though, it's a new driver in the field. Button, there we go. Matthew Rogers in the 26, excuse me. Matthew Rogers is starting on the pole. He ran a pretty blistering lap time there in qualifying. But as we've seen in the past, you can do a good job at qualifying and not do so well as far as race pace goes. So it'll be interesting to watch as this one goes on. But nonetheless, rolling and about to go green. So you saw your starting line roll across your screen moments ago. Oh, that is bad. I'm not sure why that's happening. I apologize. Yeah, I just need a new computer at this point. There are a lot of cars on track. Okay, getting in and out, but lights are down on the pace car. That means there's one lap to green. These guys are going to reach up there, pull those belts tight one more time. Strap in, everybody. This is going to be a wild one. Pace car makes that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Matthew Rogers is going to bring us to the green, and we're racing at Southern National. And
all right,
already
man. Caution is out.
further
Caution is
back
out.
as iRacing doesn't know what it's going to do with itself, but we did see one car get turned sideways back there. We're trying to get a camera on it now. Good Lord. Let's take a look at the incident as best as we can here. It involved Gavin Graham Off turn 2. Oh, wow. I can't tell who that was. I think that was the 16. Just got loose and overcorrected right into him. Poor guy had nothing to do with that. Just got caught in someone else's mess. Green flag's back in the air. We're sticking with the some personal cameras, trying to...
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
...minimize some of this stuttering that we have going on. I believe it's an issue with too many cars being on the screen at once. So I'll keep it up tight and close like this. This seems to be smooth for now, but the caution's out yet again as Adam Prosser in the 59 has gone around. Let's see what happens to Prosser. He's getting ready for the restart. They jump off, then they stop, and then they go, and they stop again, and then he just gets run over from the accordion effect there and just gets sent spinning like a top, like a Jewish dreidel, if you will, just around and around and around. And that brings out the second caution of the race. And we're not even 10 laps in. Very chaotic so far. So Jonathan Schaefer leads us in the opening stages of this race. I believe our pole sitter may have blinked out or been sent to pit road. He's out of the race, actually. That's what our ticker is showing, at least. So very unfortunate, but with those internet issues and how irony is, they will just send you to pit road. Probably decided it wasn't worth it. But the green flag is waving yet again. We're back underway. As the field dives off into turns 1 and 2. Looks like we're going to be clean and green this time, at least for now. It's out in front. The 91 hangs onto the lead. The 9 right on his back bumper. Trafari very fast in that car with the anime girls on it. His signature style. He's hounding the rear bumper to 91, but he's got Alex Relling, our dominant driver of the season, right on his rear bumper. 3 wins so far in the early stages of this season, and we still got a long way to go, but he is right now the championship favorite. We've got a little in the field, chasing down Nikki B in the 71. Some close quarters racing throughout the pack. You see Sergio and Zagorski going at it. Zagorski blinks out for a second. It has to be scary for the car behind him, and that is the 24. It's being driven by Nolan Hooper. Ian Slager's on pit road having issues. Very unfortunate for the rookie. But up front, this battle for the lead is not really going anywhere. These guys still nose to tail. Now a little bit of a gap between the top 2 there. Trafari falls back. Will he get aggressive? But usually very patient until he's not. Interesting to see how that works out. Zagorski looking inside of the 6, just can't quite get his nose in there. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this. Garrett Halsey right on the rear bumper at a 22. So Joey Robinson in that car. Oh, Grayson Springer, my apologies. Robin's the 33, not 22. But Grayson Springer in that car, just trying to hang on. He's got one of the fastest drivers in the league on his back bumper. It's a line of cars just log jammed up behind them as well. So cast today. I apologize. Jack Schaefer has to deal with I'm messing up on Zachary Martin. It's behind Zachary Martin. And it's almost got a 9 carnage there as they sort that out, but it was all as you get the door shut on him. Side by finally gets underneath the getting 3 and 4. It's 22 on the race. Elsie can't all good around here. He's modified. Clear him down in the. It's the problem on this. So it's not or far great adding someone here, a little bit of contact between 71 and the door. Catching them is one thing, passing them is completely passing going to be difficult. 42 it's clear by far. Side does wonders when you're playing defense here. Jonathan Schaefer loves seeing this in his mirror. He's driving away, leaving these guys in the dust, letting them rust it out each other and destroy their tires. He's Sunday drive, if you will, or Wednesday drive. Whoa! Big contact as Zach.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Zagorski just dove off into the corner, and he was completely invisible. As we have caution, it's backwards on the racetrack. Let's go back and see what happened to him. As we take a look at what just brought out the caution. Witt racing with Broughton, they just make contact. Look at the 32 up in the air, and another car got caught up as well. It's the 37 of Jake Mitchell. So the two Jacobs get involved in this one as Mitchell also ramped over to 54 before heading into the outside wall. His day will likely be done with that kind of damage. So very unfortunate for the Jacobs, as well as Mason Broughton, the 32. As the three of them pile up, and that brings out the third caution of the race. It looks like we're keeping it quick here yet again, as the field doubles up after just a couple of laps under caution. And that big advantage the 91 had before this yellow came out, it is completely erased. Jonathan Schaefer will line up with Connor Trafari just to his outside. He's going to have to time this restart perfectly and get a great launch, and he does. It's way out ahead of Trafari, but the problem for him is Trafari is clear to third, almost got in on as they wrecked behind.
Caution is out.
Bringing out another caution. And that was Logan Doyle, I believe, getting sent into the outside wall. We're going to go back and take a look at it. Down in the turn. Sorry. Cameras caught that a little late last time, but as you see, just wide into turn one, and I don't think Logan realized they were three. Actually kept it off the wall. Did a great job just locking that car down and letting off the brakes when he needed to keep it from sliding up and hitting the wall. Maybe a little bit trigger happy on that caution for race control, but can't blame them for being on the safe side. But that is our fourth caution of the day. And trouble for our leader for a majority of these laps, Jonathan Schaefer, being sent to the tail end of the field. Remember that great jump we saw on that last restart? Apparently it was illegal. A jump start penalty sends him to the back of the field. He's going to have a lot of work to do to get back up front, as he clearly has one of the fastest cars. Jafari is now in control of this race as he takes the lead on the restart. Here comes Relling up to second, right to the rear bumper of the 9. Looking low on corner exit, side by side behind him. That is a battle for fourth. So 24 gets underneath Nicky B, and they duke it out. Contact, banging Nerf bars down the back straightaway, and inside for the lead goes Relling. But we have a crash in the back. That'll bring out another caution. It's the 119, and I didn't see the number on that other car. But Jackson Schaefer in the wall along with, let's see if we can find the other car that was involved. Here he is. That's Adam Prosser in the 59. All right, let's see what happens. Side by side through 1 and 2. And Prosser, just came up. I'm not sure really what to say. It looks like, we're going to have to take another look. As we look at it in slow motion here, Schaefer just got into the not Schaefer. The 119 just got into the outside wall. Yeah, that is Schaefer. Got into the wall, and Prosser just, he just came down and hooked him. I'm not sure if he thinks that he ran him out of room and maybe upset, or if he was just trying to gather his car back up after the contact. But definitely an interesting looking crash, as we're already getting ready to go green. Sorry, no transition there. It was a really quick caution. I had to hurry up and see if we were going green, and it looks like we are. So Trafari leading us back to the green flag, as the green flag waves yet again. We've already had 5 cautions here and still 76 laps to go on this restart. And inside goes Relling immediately on the restart, diving low underneath Connor Trafari. And he's going to be patient here, biding his time, not being too aggressive. An aggressive dive to get there, but not aggressively sending it into the corners to try and make it work in one turn. Patience is key around tracks like this. So we've got a lot of side-by-side action throughout the field. One car just got sent way up the racetrack and lost 2 or maybe 3 spots, and now gets clipped, almost gets sent around. It's 24 of Nolan Cooper getting bullied back there, because they're still side-by-side throughout the pack. This is further back in the field. George Tolsma being pinned down. Really surprising to see him still back here, but he hasn't had much green flag action to really try and work his way back up to the front. He's getting pinned down as outside lane is prevailing big time. Meanwhile, up front, they are still side by side for the lead. And if they keep this up, everybody's going to be invited to the party. As you see Brendan Timon backing up his entry, getting a great run on exit. He's right there on the heels of these top 2. Trafari is didn't want to lift as the 42 tried to clear up. They go to the outside wall. Now Trafari back to the inside of Relling. And Relling, I believe, has some edge because of that. Doesn't seem like it the way he drove that thing off in a 3 and 4, completely clearing the 9. I'd imagine he's not happy with that content, nonetheless. Similar to what we saw with Nicky B and George Tolsma on Monday at Lanier. So now Trafari under pressure from the 34 of Brendan Timon, as Timon deals with the 69 of Zagorski right behind him, and we got a spinner on the back straightaway. Who is that? That's Anthony Woodhull. He's down and out of the way. Looks like we're going to stay green. I believe he towed back to pit road to stay out of harm's way. So we've got a few cars scraping the outside wall down the front straightaway. And with this log jam behind the 9, that's allowing Relling to pull away. As we have 63 laps to go, Trafari almost got the wall in. His tires may be a little bit hot after that contact with the 42. As you see Timon blocking down the back straightaway to ensure that he keeps that position. He does not want to deal with that 9 car anymore. Let's see what speed the 34 has as the 69 pops the wall. Is Timon potentially fast enough to run down Alex Relling? Zagorski gets the wall again, and we have another crash on the back
caution is
straightaway.
out.
This one will be a
Caution is out.
caution. It's two cars go up the wall in the 64. So Springer in the wall along with Logan Doyle, and Doyle's car is destroyed. He's not even able to turn that thing. Both wheels completely knocked off the front end of the car, and he's going to park it on the front stretch. He's done for the day. Unfortunate for Logan, as we've got cars diving down pit road here under this caution. So that'll shake up the running order a little bit. As we double back up, looks like the field is ready to go green yet again. Alex Relling still your leader. Brendan Timon still second. Jafari and others went down pit road, so new competition behind our leaders. Let's see exactly how that works out.
Green
But
flag,
the
green
88
flag.
of Garrett Holsey is one of those cars that stayed out. He's right behind our top two, and we know he's fast. As the green flag is out, Relling, of course, clears down in the 3 and 4, but you see Timon trying to cross over out of turn number 4, and he's staying close behind the 42 car. Holds the fence, a big crash back straightaway. There's 2, 3, maybe more cars in it, and that's going to bring another.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
English, hello. That'll bring out another caution. As I saw Sir Video get up in the air. There's the 59 caught up in another one. It was so bad that iRacing didn't know what to do. It started blinking again. See what happened. 3 wide out of turn 2. That never works around here. And yep, Sir Video just hops the tire of the 59, and I believe that's the 22. Nowhere to go yet again. So Adam Prosser caught up in, I believe, his 3rd wreck of the night. It's been an unfortunate day for him. Bunched back up again for another restart. Pace car heads down on the pit road. Relling and Timon still your top 2. Green flag back in the air. Timon got a really good restart actually to try and stay alongside 42. Wasn't able to. And unfortunately, the 91 had a better restart. He got underneath down in the 1 and 2. That hurt any chance Timon had of getting behind the 42 and moving him out of the way. But look who's back up to 3rd. That's Jonathan Schaefer. Back up to P3 after his jump start penalty earlier in this race. He clearly has the fastest car. You look at him using the outside line to his advantage. The high side might be the racing line here, as it just seems to be gripped up way better than that bottom lane. Jumped the cushion a little bit that time through 3 and 4, but he is making it work big time as Jafari tries to get underneath. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. 91 just about cleared him off in the 3 and 4. Jafari again staying alongside, but just can't do anything with it. Now he's boxed in behind the 34 of Timon.
All right,
as
man.
we got
Caution is
contact
out.
and
Caution
another
is out.
crash. I believe it was Nikki B caught up in this one. So we go back and see who exactly it was. It was Nikki B. Let's see. Close quarters racing there with the 24 of Cooper. Just a slight slide. Once again, a little bit trigger happy with that caution. But better to be safe than sorry, because we've seen incidents like that in the middle of the field result in big pileups. We had a car upside down at USA International, so definitely good on race control to be safe, not sorry there. Getting ready to go green yet again here from Southern National. Base cars in.
Green
Relling
flag, green flag.
once again gets updated, but Holsey right there behind him. Backs off. Is he going to let Jafari in line? Looks like he will. That was a smart move because Jafari is bumper of the 42 car. Dove it deep, tried to get the bumper and potentially move him. Couldn't quite get there. Now arcs it in through 1 and 2. Are racing throughout the field behind the guys. They are double file. like a full speed pace lap. As Servideo hops down the line, clears the 22. He's followed through by the 91, who got shuffled back yet again. And a big crash,
man,
turn 3.
Caution is out.
At least it would have been big. Everyone somehow able to get Anton Schoppler sliding into 169. Let's take a look at what happened to Anton here. Looks like just Zachary Martin looks like tried to move him aggressively and just spun him out. And ends up at the pit lane entrance. He's going to have no choice but to go down it. So it looks like a bit of instant karma for the 04.
We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
They have extended this yellow for one more pace lap. And looking at the leaderboard here at the top of the screen, we have a lot of cars out of this race. Anthony Woodhull's 9 laps down. And from about 18th on back is completely DNF'd from this race. So a lot of chaos, a lot of cars torn up, and probably a lot of hurt feelings after this one.
Like to back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
I believe they're trying to figure out, trying to sort out the running order and somewhere in the back of the field. And as you see, George Tolsma getting a lap back, so he was just waved around the pace car. The 22 is right in front of our leaders as well. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Grayson here. Excuse me as I'll look at that for a second. He does finally get waved past the pace car, so we should be going green this time. Apologies for the confusion there, but looks like we've figured everything out. Our pace car is going to lead. I cannot speak today. Pace car is going to lead us back around. Relling going to do what he's been doing all day as he jumps out to the lead. Never mind, Trafari timed it perfectly there on the restart. Keeps right alongside the 42, and he did not let him clear him off turn 2. So Trafari doing a great job. Look at how close he is, right on the nerve bar of the 42 car, pinching him heavily in the 3 and 4. One car was sideways entering turn 1. That was the 91 getting bumped, and we got cars mounting on top of each other down the back straightaway. That is Anthony Woodhull, whose day's gone from bad to worse, and it looks like he's going to tow it back to pit road yet again. Get up. So it looks like they were 3 wide in front of, oh man. That just came out of nowhere. That fell right into his lap. We're going to take another look at it. So you'd expect the drama to happen from them being 3 wide, but Nikki B just kind of checked up out of nowhere. And the 81 had no time to really react to it. Runs over to back of him. And yeah, that's what brought out the caution. So the field doubles up yet again. It's now up to 17th place out of this race, as Logan Doyle has called it a day. I'd imagine we're not going to have a lot of happy drivers after this one. Kind of excited to hear what the Discord call is going to sound like after this race. As the pace car's in yet again, can Trafari get another great restart? He is taking along the right rear tire of the 42. And look at who's up in the second, or in the third. Brian Zagorski thought he won at USA International, got disqualified and sent at the tail end of the lead lap after jumping the final restart. Got redemption Monday in Lanier down in Brazelton, Georgia. Now here at Southern National, looking to go back-to-back. He's in the position to possibly steal one as Trafari just cleared Relling for the lead. And now Zagorski's right on the back bumper of Relling. Very surprising, but a very good move on the 9's part. Look at Relling, though, right to the rear bumper of the 9 car. Clearly faster. Try and take it right back from him. And quickly, we are running out of time. 23 coming to 22 laps to go. As they cross the line. And they are nose to tail doing battle. Gladiators here out in front. as Jonathan Schaefer and Enich Hancock. We haven't said much about Hancock earlier in this race. Up until now, we did see him get involved in an incident at one point, but other than that, he's been relatively quiet today. He finds himself in 4th place, hanging on and clearing one of the fastest cars of the race. That's the 91 of Jonathan Schaefer, who's fought back up to a top 5 position. Can really honestly call this a good day for him after the day that he's had. Still not the day he would have liked to had after leading so many laps, but still a good day nonetheless. Look at Zagorski just rocket off into turn 3. Tried to get to the rear bumper. Somebody just got the wall. Was that the 119 blowing up on pit road? That's kind of funny, but anyway. Back out in front. Looks Zagorski to the bumper of the 42. I'm not sure if he hit him there or not, but he definitely drove it in deep trying to get there. Does it again. He is invisible half the time as Hancock's back to his outside. Can he arc it down? He will. Contact there in the wall. Enich Hancock just slammed the outside wall. Zagorski left him no room, and I doubt he's happy about that one. The Norwegian driver was having a great run, finally bouncing back from his earlier troubles, and well, not now. He just got sent packing into a concrete barrier. See if he can bounce back or if he's got some damage. Settles in, only lost a couple of spots as he settles in behind Timon, trying to fight his way back up through the field. Look at Jonathan Schaefer trying to get underneath the 69. About moved him there. He said, I want my outside line. That's the line that's been working for him all day. And honestly, good on him, trying something different and making it work as everybody else gets right down to the bottom of the racetrack. He decides to move up a groove and make it happen. Hancock underneath Timon. They are wheel to wheel, and I'm interested to see what will happen when that 16 car, if he gets back to that 91. Oh, as the 91 had to check up out of turn 2. That caused a bit of a stack up as Tim had to run into the rear bumper of the 91 car. That hurt his momentum. He's got Hancock still on his inside, and he's trying his best to pinch him down and defend. Zagorski clipped the wall and now gets loose heading down into 3 and 4. They're going to be 3 wide out of turn 4 as they make that somehow work without wrecking. Zagorski blinking out here and there, and there he goes. He gets spun.
Right, caution is out.
And I have to
Caution
imagine
is out.
that is a result of him blinking, as I think that was Nicky B that got into the back of him there and spun him. I don't think Nicky knew where he was. As we watched the 71 of Nicholas Bottomlake heading down into turn 3, and yeah, he just didn't know where the 69 car was through a majority of the corner. He popped up right in front of him at the last second, right before the contact was made. So with 4 laps to go under the caution here, I'd imagine we're going to get a green-white checkers finish, or at least a restart attempt. And no, we are not going 1 to green quite yet. But Connor Trafari leads late in the going. This is the exact point in the race you'll want to be leading. We'll see if he can hang on and possibly steal one. See if those anime girls on the car bring some good luck or not. So he's hanging on to the lead, defending against the so far winningest driver this season, Alex Relling, with 3, trying to make 4 wins. Jafari still looking for his first on the year. Well, we've got a lap to settle it here. As the pace
Green,
car is
green,
in. Green flag is waving. 2 laps to go. Green, white checkers. And look at the run Relling got as he ran the high line through 1 and 2, cut midway through the corner to get the momentum. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Relling and Trafari, a dead heat side. They're wrecking in the back. We'll look at it later as they head down into 3 and 4. Relling not letting this one go, but it's not enough. Trafari wins a barn burner at Southern National. And that was a really close finish, but Trafari able to hang on just well enough to win this race. And we got drivers, they are not happy with each other. There's drivers wrecking each other after the checkered flag. That's Nikki B and the 24. Nikki's found himself a lot of enemies this season. These last 2 races, went at it with George Tolsma last race, and now I believe going at it with Nolan Cooper. And there's our winner doing burnouts, Connor Trafari. He has earned it. The anime girl brought him good luck. And that is surely an interesting paint scheme for sure, but he gets it done. Oh, he hit the wall. That's 2 races in a row where the winner has hit the wall. These cars must be illegal. They're doing it to pass tech, but all jokes aside, Connor Trafari earned this one as he got a great restart and took advantage of that high line and the momentum, was able to make the pass up high and just never looked back. But wow, let's look at your results here after this one. That was a really fun race, a chaotic one, but a fun finish. So Connor Trafari, your winner, with Alex Relling just behind, only a 10th back. Jonathan Schaefer up to P3, time in P4. Enish Hancock rounds out the top 5. Nico Servideo, P6. Garrett Hosey, Adam Prosser, Anton Schopler, and George Tolsma round out the top 10 in that order. Then you see Nolan Cooper, P11. And our last lead lap finisher was Nikki B. Let's go back and take a look at some of that carnage we saw late in the going. And really on the final lap, the final 2 laps in this one. So this was on the white flag lap. Excuse my unprofessionalism. You see the 24 got up into the 71, and they both get collected in that one. As it was a big crash being sparked as everybody behind just nowhere to go. It was a pinball machine for that 24 car. He was bouncing around collecting them all. And you see they start hitting each other after the fact, just running into one another. As the 24 and 71, the 24 obviously not happy, and then it's the 71 happy with the 24, and he just chases them down and wrecks them post-race. So it'll be interesting to see what race control says about that. If they figure boys have at it, or if they're going to step in and do something about it. But let's take one more look at that crash. Just slow it down and really break it down. The 24 slid up off the corner. The 71 saved it. And I'm not sure if Nolan thought he came down and hooked them on purpose, but he was still sliding down the racetrack. And poor Zachary Martin and Brian Zagorski getting caught up in that one. That was a hard hit for both of them. But the 71 comes back and passes the 24 car after Cooper kind of slid up and set that one off. And then Cooper slides back underneath and just bumps the 71 again, moving up out of the way for position on the final lap. And as they cross the line to take the checkers, Nikki B made it clear that he was not happy. Look at how quickly he drove off into the corner. A shot to the rear bumper there, another one, and then this time just right hooks up into the outside wall. So that'll be very interesting to see. Hot tempers, hurt feelings, and burning the rubber here at Southern National. That was a fun race to watch. The community post with the points update will be up tomorrow. at 12. But yeah, that'll do it from Southern National. You see the replay of the 9 cars burnout. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. And hope to see y'all next week for our next races. And if you do enjoy this kind of content and want to see content on another platform that is NR 2003, you can follow my main channel as well. Subscribe to that one, Money Car. It'll be popping up on the screen as this video comes to a close. But that'll do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.